Welcome, everyone, to University Stadium, home to the Lobos of the University of New Mexico, and the fans here are fired up for this clash. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see, the Fresno State Bulldogs taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So New Mexico's offense will go to work first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Lobos will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Fresno State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a... showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get it started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Fresno State will have to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Defense looks as if it's coming. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Blair. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Lobos will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's McKinney. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Lobos have their offense in high gear. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They're going to run it. Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. And the Lobos back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Got enough space. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, New Mexico! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fires left. He's got an open man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Power football with the run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, running back on the move. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Fresno State right back to the line.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looks as if he's going to run it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Using his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point was good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On the move, it's McKinney. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Smith. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. The Lobos come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. Across the 45. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Lobos, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Trying play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Lobos line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Fresno State right back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run play action. Firing deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Just keep slinging it. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at half.
Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Got a wide open receiver. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Direct snap. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fresno State hoping to convert on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They want to run this quarterback. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They'll go hurry up here.
221 wing, 221 wing.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Working that left side. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hall. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The throw to the outside is complete.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that 1st.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hall. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Lobos lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Get all you can, then get down with the slide. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the third. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Rush is on him. Caught in the backfield, it's Rivers. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Hit as he throws. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
That's a play the quarterback just has to get his feet set and then step into his throw. That's a big target he's throwing to. He shouldn't miss that pass, but he did because he was throwing off his back leg.
They'll move the wide receiver. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Mathis. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Forced out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. He's got it along the sideline. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. A run for the quarterback. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. They'll run for it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Caught over the middle. It's Hall. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now the play fake. Under fire. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Spits it out to the back. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Snags a quick pass on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a
breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Lobos want to move quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Under fire. Wide out trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Lobos! The extra point here would tie the game.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a crease to the left. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Mathis. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. This quarterback part of their running game. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close. Tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Oh, they're after him. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Creates a little space. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Lobos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fakes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third. He lost one down the sidelines. And he makes the catch inside the 25. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Rivers. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
22 water. 22 water.
Quarterback keeps it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead.
Ready, ready.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 2nd and goal. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Touchdown, Fresno State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it.